Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and I'm continuing to review the original Heroes series. And yesterday I reviewed Season 1, uploaded it. Hope you all enjoyed my Season 1 review. And so today I'm going to review Season 2, second season. This is the original box set. I love how the way they did the box sets for these with the holographic image in the background. So it's the front, and here's the back. See, and it slides out from this way. Just really cool how they did these box sets. There's the front where it says Heroes Season 2. Here's the back where it has some of the episodes from this season, from Season 2. And open it up, and it's really cool designs. Make it look like a comic book. There's some of the episodes on the discs, and here is the discs. They're in blue when the first season was in black. So there's disc 1, disc 2, disc 3, and disc 4. And I'm going to take out the discs, and there's images from the season, from the episodes of the season in the background of the discs. So yeah, so those are the images that are on the back when you take out the discs. Now, Heroes Season 2, I think it's a really underappreciated season. I know a lot of people were expecting, Season 1 quality for the second season, but it didn't really meet their expectations. But I enjoyed Season 2 of Heroes. I thought it was a good season, although not as good as the first season. But I know a lot of people said that the season was very, very slow, but I didn't really think that. I thought it flowed really good. But I enjoyed Season 2 of Heroes, and the Season 2 of Season 2, the volume is called Generations, and it was originally going to consist of 3 volumes: Generations, Exodus, and Villains, which they hold it off the Villains volume for the next season, for Season 3. And Exodus was scrapped due to viewer criticism, which fans thought that the show had too slow of a build-up for that. And plus, the writer's strike was happening, so... And originally, from what I heard, is that after Season 1, Tim Kring originally wanted the series to reset itself, with a new story and with new characters. And so, it was supposed to be Hero, Sylar, Peter, and all those other characters every season. But, what happened was the series was very popular, so NBC wouldn't let Tim Kring do that. So he had to keep the characters who we all know and love for the rest of the series. And I know if they were to do that, I know a lot of the fans would be bitching and shit about and stuff about that. And originally, also something that was supposed to happen this season is that there was supposed to be a spin-off from the series called Heroes Origins, and the show was to introduce a new character each week. And it says right here, this is really cool, the viewers were to select which one would stay for the following season of the regular series, which that's pretty cool. And the show was supposed to air after the completion of the second season of Heroes in April of 2008. And however, the writer's strike was happening, and it was eventually canceled. Never really got done. And originally Kevin Smith was set to write and direct an episode, and Eli Roth and Michael Daugherty were supposed to do something with it also. But like I said, it never really ended up happening. And but really would have liked to have seen, what would have happened with the spin-off series. But basically what Heroes Season 2 is about is it takes place 4 months after the events of, Kirby Plaza, what happened at the end of the season finale of Season 1. And the main plot for this volume, Generations, is it deals with the company. The company plays a big part in this season. And there's this research of a virus called the Shanti virus. And this research is explored through the founders of the company, and it's the effects and the strains of the virus. And it's basically the heroes all ultimately coming together and attempt to stop the virus from, being a global pandemic. And we get introduced to some new characters in this season. We get introduced to Maya, played by Dana Ramirez, I think that's how you pronounce her first name, and her twin brother Alejandro, played by Shalim Ortiz. I think that's how you pronounce his first name. Both of them are fugitives, wanted for murder, and Maya's powers are poison. Like, if she gets scared, she cries black tears, and it kills people. And it was revealed that her character killed all these people at her brother's wedding. She killed all these people except her brother, Alejandro. And this happened because the bride was having an affair with a former lover. So that's basically why she was killing all these people. And Alejandro's power is to calm down Maya and help her, not be scared or, have, a lot of stress. And through the season, they discover Mohinder's father's book. And so they go to New York to find him, but they don't know that Mohinder's father died. And so in the episodes leading up to that, they meet Siler, which he uses his name Gabriel, and they go on this road trip with both Maya and Alejandro take a trip with Siler to New York, and Siler ends up killing Alejandro, and so it's just him and Maya going to, for Maya to reach Mohinder, and so for Mohinder to help Maya get rid of her power and not kill anybody else. So yeah, so I gotta be honest with you, I didn't really care for both of them. Didn't really care for them. And another storyline in this season is practically one of the interesting storylines, in my opinion, is Hiro being stuck in feudal Japan, which I messed up at the end of, when I was talking about that in the season 1 review. I said that Hiro went back to Japan in the 17th century, but it was really the 16th century in 1671. And while he's there, he meets Kensei, Takizo Kensei, aka Adam Monroe, played by David Anders. And David Anders, he's a really good actor. He's good at playing villains. He's, of course, Blaine on iZombie, which he does a really good job in that show also. Love iZombie too. And, Kensei is Hiro's childhood hero, that Hiro's father, and forgot to mention this in my season 1 review, is that Hiro's father is played by George Takei, who's, from Star Trek fame, and, his character tells, when Hiro was a child, he used to tell him all about Kensei. And Kensei, aka Adam Monroe's power, is that he's immortal, and he's also an Englishman. And Hiro needs to make sure the history repeats itself. And Hiro tells Kensei that Kensei must save the village. And also, Hiro teaches Kensei how to become a hero. And we see later on during the season, Hiro begins to fall in love with Yeiko, who is Kensei's woman. And Kensei's not liking that, which leads him to not liking Hiro. And he turns on Hiro, and it leads them to having a battle. And Hiro leaving Kensei to die, which Hiro thinks he killed Kensei, but Hiro doesn't even know that Kensei is immortal. And we see Kensei comes back as Adam Monroe, and he's with the company. And so yeah, the Hiro storyline in Japan I really enjoyed. I really like Hiro and his adventures throughout the series. It's really fun. Also, another storyline in this season is Claire and Noah. They moved from Odessa, Texas. I think that's how you pronounce it, which they lived in the first season. They moved from there to California, and Claire starts a new school, and she meets this boy named Wes, played by Nicholas D. Agosto. I think that's how you pronounce his name. If you've seen the first season of Gotham, he plays Harvey Dent, which I enjoyed him playing Harvey Dent in Gotham. And his ability here is that he flies. And we find out that he was abducted by Noah and the Haitian for examination, which he escaped but was recaptured. But also we find out that Parkman adopted Molly. If you forgot to mention, also in the first season, Parkman ends up going into this apartment, and he finds Molly hiding, in which Siler killed Molly's parents. And so, Molly is there with Matt, and with the help of Mohinder, and she starts to have these nightmares. And also in this season, we find out that Matt Parkman is divorced from his wife Janice, and he's now working with the NYPD as a detective. And for the Petrelli brothers, we find out that Peter is found with amnesia, and he's basically, after the season finale episode, we find out where he went when he was flying off with Nathan, and it made that big explosion. But we find Peter here with amnesia in a container in a shipyard, which is in Ireland, and he starts to like this girl named Caitlin, which at the end of the season finale, we don't hear from her again. She disappears in a non-existent future. And what was cool was in an episode they get to go into the future in 2008, and they're in Times Square, and there's this biohazard thing going around, and nobody's really there. It's just dead, which I thought was really cool how they did that. Nikki Saunders wants the company to help her with her multiple personalities, and so she leaves Micah with his grandmother and cousins. And what was cool was one of Micah's cousins, was a girl who was named Monica Dawson. And in the episode The Kindness of Strangers, she discovers her own ability, which is muscle mimicking, in which she's watching one of the wrestling matches that one of Micah's other cousins, or practically her brother, Monica's brother, watches, a wrestling match, and she sees one of the wrestlers do this move. I think it was a WWE match. It was Rey Mysterio when he does the 619, and she sees that. And one night she works at a restaurant, and this guy plans to rob the restaurant. And basically what she does is she remembers, the wrestling move, and she spins around, takes out the guy, and the guy goes flying through the glass. And that was really awesome to see. That was really good. And then Nikki ends up dying at the finale episode, where this building blows up. And then originally at the end of the season finale episode, Peter actually catches the virus. And now in the original ending, the virus, Peter didn't catch the virus. It was broke loose and started, going around, becoming a global pandemic. And so I really would like to see if the writer's strike didn't happen and they didn't have to end the season fast, what would have happened with, the virus being broke loose around the world. But yeah, so that's basically what all that happens in the second season of Heroes. But like I said, season 2 of Heroes, very underappreciated season. It's not as bad as people make it out to be, although it's not as good as the first season, but it's enjoyable. If you watch the episodes, if you binge watch the episodes like not every day, you'll find it, this season actually good. But like I said, not as good as the first season though. But yeah, so I would recommend season 2 of Heroes. Really good season. Like I said, even though it's not as good as the first season. But anyways, the bonus features on here is the alternate ending, the Generations alternate ending, with Peter not catching the virus and the virus breaking loose. Also, it has inside the alternate ending of Generations. What if Peter didn't catch the virus? Season 3 sneak peek, behind the scenes look at the making of the third season premiere episode, which is the opening of the Villains volume. Untold Stories, NBC.com featurettes, probably behind the scenes of this season, or the sort of the mini-sodes that they did during the time of the second season, which I haven't seen though. But has a Tim Sale gallery of screen art, and also the fun audio commentaries with the cast and crew. So, but yeah, this season was only done as 11 episode season because they had to cut it short because of the writer's strike. So, but yeah, so like I said, Heroes season 2, very underappreciated season. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. There is some interesting stuff here, but like I said, it has its problems, but it's not as good as the first season though. So, but yeah, so anyways, that's it for my review of season 2 of Heroes. Thank you all for watching, and until the next video, which will be my review of Heroes season 3. So until that video, I'll see you all later.